Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Hey, I've kind of got a double question. All right, so first of all, would you, what's more important to y'all, either being a great live band or a band that can record a great album? And second of all, how did, all of y'all really make the jump and say, I'm gonna go for it and try to be a professional musician? Because I know it's probably a hard thing to go for.
You said double. That's like a triple, man. It's a dual front. It's a dual battle. I think these guys can agree with me that you have to be top of your game live, which we're getting there. We're by no means quite there yet, but we have a vision of where we want to be live and what that's going to be. And it starts with the studio. So and every band's different. So you can't really set out and say, I want to sound like this guy. I think some bands do that, and if you set out and say, I'm going to sound like this, you're going to sound like that. So you kind of want to just go out, and if you have a song and you're happy with that song, right? You just go in and you want to, what a producer friend of mine said, you make magic. And you capture that magic, and that's what the studio is all about. And you have to be honest with yourself in a live show, too.
I think in order to be successful, both have to be of equal importance. And I think that no matter what you choose to do professionally, I mean, we've all got to do things for money, but like when it comes down to it, whatever you love, whatever makes you happy, whatever it is that you can create. We're a very absorbent society, so we sit and we absorb a lot of like what's coming at us, like television, films, all kinds of media we're absorbing all the time. But like there's a time for you to give something back to society, and whatever it is that you can give back to society, that is going to be what will make you the most fulfilled and the most happy, I think. So that kind of just happens to be like music and different kinds of art forms for us, and I'm sure it's probably the same for you guys. But, that's kind of how I feel about that decision.
How's everyone doing?
Everybody doing good?
Hanging in there?
Everybody hear everything
Thanks for
okay?
sticking around. I appreciate it. Good to see you again. I thought you were going to sing tonight. It's okay. Your boys did really well.
This is a song called Submission. Desire starts the eyes. I swear it's true. I have been known to once or twice give in too soon. To a ball, throw me. I hit the ball for you, just for you, and show me. Take what you want so slowly, making it all come true. For you. up for you, just for you. And take me, we'll break the law, my lady, making it all come true, just for you. Show me, take what you want so slowly, making it all come true, just for you. And you're so bad, I'm so into that. Say desire starts the eyes. I swear it was true.
I've known Paul J. Johnson for a while. I've seen him do some amazing stuff. So why don't you tell everybody about how you became Paul J. Johnson and what you do now? Like,
well, thanks, man. Well, I suppose I started really young. My parents were in a folk trio, so I kind of grew up with them, you know, playing, hearing their stuff, and I guess I just really liked that. I really liked just, you know, hearing music all the time. So took it upon myself to do that, and started writing some stuff, you know, putting out some albums, and really just the more I do it, the more I love it. So just keep doing that.
What you know, what do you think your biggest musical influence is that keeps you going today? I mean, still your parents, or you got other musicians that really kind of?
Well, I mean, I suppose I draw from quite a bit. I mean, sometimes I'll listen to you know, stuff that I really sound nothing like you know, Neil Young was one of my first like whoa, you know, huge guys, and I had the good fortune of seeing him live a couple times. But I mean, sometimes I'll you know, turn on the radio to see what's new, you know, hear some stuff that's brand new, and just, you know, try to be unbiased as far as, you know, when or where, you know, the music's coming from. So I suppose I guess I answered the question a bit longer than I have to. But I mean, I jump around. I like a lot of stuff, but definitely, I mean, a lot of music. So
the last song you played, what was the name of that?
That was Sleep Dreaming.
So one more time, I mean, tell us about that, just in depth, because we got a little story on it, you know.
Oh yeah, well, Sleep Dreaming, that's about you know, when you have one of those dreams where it feels so real that you wake up and you're like, well, what happened there? You know, that how could my mind have made that up? But essentially, it's a story that I just made up about a guy and a girl who have no idea who each other are. They live far, far away from each other, and they regardless of their kind of lack of relation in any other way, when they go to sleep, they see each other and they meet each other, and they sort of have like this dance or this ball that reoccurs every night whenever they go to sleep, and then they kind of wake up and they're like, well, what's going on? You know, where is the real reality? Is this? So it's just a bit about that, I suppose.
This one is very new, so you may have to bear with me a couple times in this thing. But this song it's called Sleep Dancing, and the reason why I call it that is because it's about two people, a guy and a girl, who don't know each other in the real world, and but when they go to sleep, they know each other. Like they they're far apart, they live far apart, they have no connection, but when they fall asleep, they kind of meet in their dreams. They sort of have this little ball going on, and then they wake up, and it's one of those dreams where you're like, it's so real that you're just kind of like, what happened there? So they're sitting there wondering to themselves, because they sort of, see each other over and over again in the dreams. But I told my roommate this story this morning, and he asked me if I was high when I woke up. I assure you I was not high. He's in her heart, and she's on his mind. Miles and miles apart, but they're close enough tonight. In dreams is where they meet, is where they find one another in a trance. He wakes up from the dance and she don't know. I've been roaming around this town for way too long, but she knows something's up or down this line and through the miles. Yeah, she knows something, no. Yeah, she knows something. And the sun will shine even over the darkest nights. And the two arise and reflect on the scenes from their sleep. Was it all inside their minds? No, or could another reality of some kind? When she wakes, it breaks her heart, but oh, there's makeup on the pillows, and he don't know. I've been rolling around this town for way too long, but it knows something's up or down this line and through the miles. And she knows something, no. But she don't know I've been roaming around this town for way too long, but she knows something's up or down this line and through the miles. But she knows something. She knows something, oh, 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 oh. But she knows something, oh. Thank you. I end that thing a little unexpected, maybe I should warn you. But hey, thanks again so much for hanging out, listening. My name is Paul J. Johnson. You got some fine acts to come, as you have before me also, so thanks to you and good night.
So just tell us, how did Carswell come about? How did y'all start playing together? How did that form?
Well, this is weird because my brother who plays with me isn't here right now. He had to take off, but we're brothers, so we just started playing music. We're from Nashville. We've lived here the majority of our lives, and it just kind of formed into what you saw. We're gonna start it over. You better edit that part on TV, man.
Take a glance over this way and fall in love. Well, you've got such a pretty face, I wanna hold you night and day. Why don't you look this way, see me here? 'Cause I've loved you all my life. Yes, it's true, all this time. Did you love me? Underneath a silver moon, my lost found my old maid new, and it was all alright. And we lived in Arkansas, 50 years still going strong. That dream is all but gone. You never saw that I loved you all my life. Yes, it's true. Time you love me before I die, 'cause I've loved you all my life.
Live versus recording, for us it's all live. Everything. If you can't bring it to your audience live, then there's no point. So we record everything live. We play everything live. I mean, so you hear what you hear. But as far as jumping, how did we decide to jump into it? I don't think there was ever a jump. It was just, you know, like you said, it's always there. Just do it. That's it.
As musicians in Nashville, has it been hard booking gigs or kind of building a fan base just because you're in the hotbed of music? And so there's a lot of different bands trying to start up and do things. Have you found that difficult?
I mean, I guess it's just like anything else you would do. Any other kind of business. Music is a business. You work hard at it. You live in the gutter of it for a while, and then you try and push through and make it the best. So
I'm being hesitant on speaking on that one because I grew up in Nashville, so for me it's a little different. I see Nashville as a beautiful place with beautiful potential, but a lot of people have conquered these toilet seats before other people could get around. Yes, and that's the whole point of this show is doing the Music City Circus is we're trying to take amazing local people and form together in a big enough group to where we can show up in any place at any time at any show and get the same respect as somebody who has a name and knows Joe Bob down the street. So, that makes a lot of sense. But to answer to your question, man, that was a real great question. It is real hard, and the only thing you can do in this town is what we're doing right now, is sitting up on stage, talking to people like you, and really trying to make a difference in what we're doing. So,
good on up, Mike. I forgot one piece of equipment. can't perform at Dan McGuiness without a McGuiness beer in your hand. Is everybody having a good night tonight? Yeah. Is everybody having a good night tonight? Yeah. I like that. The same people, but with more energy. That's how you get there. I'm JP of the Circus Syndicate. I was your host for the Music City Circus. Now I am merely just a performer. So this is my set, and I hope you enjoy it. The first song I'm going to do tonight is called Take It Back.
Take it back to the way that it used to be. Take it back to the way that it was. When nothing could hold me down, before I knew the truth, that everything comes around, no matter what you do. Now I'm just living to survive, and I had it all to lose, just like you. But maybe second chances come for. Take me back before the first time that I felt this sad. Take me back to the first time I found love. When nothing could hold me down, before I knew the truth, that everything comes around, no matter what you do. Now I'm just living to survive, and I had it all to lose, just like you. But maybe second chances come for. I don't need your sympathy, I've got my own. It takes a symphony to play my song. What don't kill you makes you strong. Somewhere there's strength to carry on. After all the standing tall, to feel my back against the wall of danger. For what they're worth, leave me number when it hurts, it's anger. See, in the end, I suppose it's my mess I made it. See, in the end, I suppose it's my mess I made it.
Thank you very much.
Can I get one more question? Yes, you do. Yeah, 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 you do.
Okay. So you say your inspiration is Snoop Dogg, right? Can you freestyle? Can we see it?
It cannot go on camera. As I look up at the sky, I know why you're blue, watching the whole world die from a terrible view. I know that's why you stay high, that's why I do too. Not an escape, but an advantage on this voyage to Atlantis. No more rapping. That was it. Okay, now we need a question. Hey, well, that's why I quit rapping, because rapping don't get that deep, so I had to start playing other kinds of music.
This question is for you. How long have you been playing the piano?
Well, when Snoop Dogg put out his first album, that's when I really got started playing. Now, to be honest, I started doing production. I started making instrumentals for people in town. I started actually with rap music, and I knew I wanted to go somewhere else, somewhere totally different, and the only key for that was for me to make a band. I had a band, and like you asked the question earlier, in this town, aside from gigs, bands are the hardest thing to work with. So I got rid of everybody and I did it on my own since I could. And at this point, the music I make now, people ask me all the time, what do you play? What kind of music is it? I don't know. I can just play the hell out of the keyboard and I can sing you a song that you're gonna go home and tell your mama about.
I guess this one's geared more towards Autumn Defiance, is that right? The Auto Defiance. Do you find it more constructive as a band to have members who have different musical interests and are inspired by different artists? Because then together you can kind of create a more unique sound rather than, a group of 5 people kind of really trying to emulate one specific sound.
Okay, I'll start off that answer. Well, my influences are vastly different from Bradley's. However, my music personally is much more jazz in kind of like folk influence. But for this band, we connect on a different musical level because I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. But I think what's most important is, number one, that you have a really good vibe between bandmates, not just musically, but like that you have a really clear vision of what you want to make and where you want to go with it. And if that kind of coalesces, then the band will come together and they'll make something really beautiful and something really individual. However, I do find we have gone through like different kinds of bassists or guitarists that just want to like rock out and go all Rush on us. And once they do that, we're like, man, if you can't like come together and like work with the sound, then we kind of have to like move on to the next thing, because we do have kind of a clear vision of where we want to go. However, we are open to like interpretation of how we get there. But you definitely have to have people that have a clear vision of like what you want to make.
My influences? My influences have changed actually a lot. I used to be into much heavier music. I've kind of transitioned to like a lot of acoustic sounding stuff. A lot of stuff that most people wouldn't even have heard of. But yeah, but I'd say it's definitely, it's like a friendship, like connecting on like the level, like, of course we're not exactly the same as each other. And the 3 of us, we can like hang out and not be all just about music, so that's a good thing to have too. But it's a good thing to have like similar interests, but it's like, it's totally different sometimes.
We're gonna end this all. We wanna thank everybody on stage. We wanna thank y'all a whole lot for participating. This was a Music City Circus. Y'all have a great night.
But you know something's up. Well, you've got such a pretty face. You made me into nothing could hold me down.